John F. Kennedy was born in Brookline, Massachusetts on May 29, 1917. His parents were Rose and Joe Kennedy. He was raised with many brothers and sisters, 9 including him, in a wealthy Roman Catholic family. At the time he was growing up, the number of Irish immigrants was increasing in America, and they were often ostracized. Gosh darn, his family happened to be Irish. As a child, he had very frail health, which meant he could daydream and read a lot. His sister considered him the intellectual of the family. Later on, he attended boarding schools with his brother Joe Jr. First school was Dexter, then it was Canterbury, then Choate. They were really big troublemakers, he and his friends, and they almost got expelled once.
Yes!
His father Joe wanted him to go to Harvard like Joe Jr., but due to the tense competition that had always existed between him and his brother, he attended Princeton instead. When World War II came around, both Joe Jr. and John went there to help America. His brother was a pilot, and he was the commander of PT-109, a boat that fired at Japanese destroyers.
Yes!
He received the Navy Marine Corps Medal for the heroic act of saving his crew when the Japanese sank his ship in the middle of the Pacific. Although 2 were killed, the remaining 11 swam to a nearby island, where they met 2 hospitable natives. He carved a message on a coconut shell with a jackknife and gave it to the islanders, who then led rescuers from America to him and his crew. This made him quite the distinguished war hero. When the war was over, he ran for Congress from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and of course, won. Later in 1952, he gained a Senate seat. In 1953, he married Jacqueline Bouvier. She wasn't as attractive as, like, him, but you know, okay. In 1961, he was inaugurated as the 35th President of the United States, beating out Richard Nixon. He was all kinds of superlative.
Ooh, spooky.
The first Roman Catholic president, the youngest man elected president, and the only president whose grandmother lived longer than him. Some people didn't think he supported segregation. He worked to strengthen civil rights with speeches he made live and on TV. In 1963, he created the Peace Corps, where Americans can volunteer to help their country when the need arises. It's a society that's still going today. Yep, he kept the country strong during the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Bay of Pigs. He doubled the draft calls and warned families to build fallout shelters. It was under his presidency that a nuclear test ban treaty was put into action, which saved the country from a lot of messy business. He was also the youngest president to die. On November 22nd, 1963, he was in a parade in Dallas, Texas, when he was shot in the head by Lee Harvey Oswald. He died a few hours later, but his legacy lives on. Our original presentation. I didn't write it. I was at MPA. Lives on. I'm not responsible.
Kennedy was kind of dead.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video with Yo Boy Jack. Today I will be doing a Draw My Life. So let's get started. Yas. Then it was Canterbury, like that series, you know, about like horses and stuff. Then Choate. My friends and I were big troublemakers. Yas. Almost getting us expelled in one instance. I unfortunately married Jacqueline Bouvier. She wasn't as attractive as me, but you know, whatever.
Oh,